Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 16 of my Create This Book 2 series by me and Moriah Elizabeth. I've been creating a lot of fun art in this, and I'm very excited to do 4 more prompts today. Be sure to like and subscribe, and let's see what I can come up with. The first prompt of the day is to create whatever. So I can create literally whatever I want, which is somehow more challenging, but I decided to create this picture of Charlotte Roberts, this little makeup look she did. I think it is so beautiful and fun, and it's been on one of my little boards on Pinterest. You can follow me if you want, for a long time, so I thought this would be the perfect opportunity to create this makeup look into an art piece. So I decided to go about this by drawing it out first, sketching it out, erasing everything lightly to the point where you're kind of scared, and then using my Ohuhu markers. Here is my marker set. I have 40 Ohuhu markers and then a variety of other markers mixed in. I'm starting off with this light beige for the skin color, and I start off by doing all of the shadows, because if you layer alcohol based markers, the more you layer, the darker it gets. So if I start off by doing the dark parts first, it'll be darker as I go over them. And then I blended in some pink to give that little blush cute look that was in the original makeup look, and I kept adding some darker colors to get the desired look. I'm using some pretty heavy cardstock, but I figured I'd check because I was using a lot of marker and it did leak through, so I'm glad I checked. I was able to clean it up, put a little paper underneath, and keep going. I just kept layering all of the colors that I needed and adding more until I got the looks that I wanted, and then I went in for the eyes and added in some brown and some little yellow highlights, and then I just kept on going, shading everything in, coloring everything that needed to be colored. It was now time for the hair. In the photo she had some pink hair in the front, so that's what I started with for the hair. Then I realized I forgot to do the ears, so I had to double back real quick, do those, and then continue on adding the brown parts of the hair. It was really cool to recreate this makeup look in my style and art, because it's really interesting to see kind of what it took to make the makeup in a way. And now it's time to color in all of the mushrooms red. I didn't have a vibrant red in my Ohuhu marker set, so this is the brightest red Copic marker that I have, but it served the purpose well. And now it's time for my favorite part, which is the line art, which just brings everything together and makes every little detail pop. I got to make these beautiful wispy eyelashes with this, and it came out really beautiful and made it look like the makeup look I was going for. And I also added in some line art everywhere else just to match my style a little bit more. And now it's time for potentially my even more favorite part, the white gel pen, where I added in all of the highlights that were needed, and I also got to add in all of the little mushroom dots that go all over. So here is how it turned out. It is so cute and fun, and it was so fun to recreate that makeup look. And now it's time to add in another spread, and this one I'm just gonna do that mushroom again, but in a close-up, and I also decided to give it a little highlighter glow just for fun. I thought it would add a little bit more to it. Then I outlined it again and added in all of the details that I wanted to, and finally I highlighted it or added in those little white dots with my white Signo gel pen, and it was really fun. The gel pen actually kind of turned pink because the alcohol marker was still wet, but it came out really cute and really fun, and I think this spread was really great for creating whatever. And now it's time to create bleed. That sounds a little weird out of context, but you're supposed to use markers or paint and let it bleed through the pages. I knew by experience that the Ohuhu alcohol-based markers were definitely going to bleed through the page, and they were bleeding a lot, so I put in some paper to protect the prompts that were several prompts down the road. These markers just seep through the paper really easily. I decided to keep this one simple by just doing a pattern, so that way I could really emphasize the bleeding that was going to be happening on the next pages. So I added in some flowers, some stripes, some dots, and then I added a little bit of detail in there by adding some little dots in the center of the flowers and then outlining the flowers on the right side of the page with a little deep purple periwinkle color, which was a lot of fun. I'm thankful I made my first drawing on another sheet of paper, otherwise this would have happened to my fairy drawings, so I'm glad that didn't happen, but the bleed came out really well, and now it's time to create a border. I wanted to match the bleed that happened through the left side of the page with the right side of the page, so I designed this little flower and cut it out and stuck it to the page. That way it matched a little bit. And now I really want to focus on the border. I used these little wavy scissors that were actually kind of hard to use to create a border, and I wanted to emphasize it, so I added some highlight, kept this page simple, but I wanted the bleed to be the main focus and just add a little border. And now it's time to create a dream journal. First of all, it has to be said that a dream journal really reminds me of Shark Boy and Lava Girl, but I did approach this prompt a little bit differently. It said to record a dream, but I couldn't really remember any dreams that stood out to me, so I instead decided to kind of make a little dream landscape. When I think of dreams or a dream world of sorts, I think of a lot of colorful clouds in cool colors that are calming and some bright yellow stars. So I took the time to make a whole bunch of clouds and stars, and I cut them out so that way I could put them onto the page in whatever way I wanted to. So I just taped down all of the clouds and little sections just to make it look super dreamy, and then I added in the stars, and to finish everything off I decorated the page using a yellow highlighter with a whole bunch of stars. Here is a look again at the first prompt, which was to create whatever, so I created this little magical fairy makeup look moment, which was a lot of fun to create. It's probably my favorite. The second prompt was to create bleed, which we definitely did with this page. The third one was to create a border, which was pretty simple, but I definitely got that done. And the last prompt was to create a dream journal, which I did not create a dream journal, but I did create this dreamy landscape. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe if you like this video. I have new Create This Book episodes every Tuesday. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!